Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another review of a fragrance. So this time we're looking at fresh fragrance. This is one that I featured in the video for the 10 kind of decent fragrances for summer. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out. But today we're going to do an in-depth review of this actual fragrance rather than the short one that we did on that video. So today we're going to look at an affordable fragrance. This is by Afnan. It's called Rare Reef. Now this is a very kind of fresh, fruity fragrance. So we'll start off with the presentation. So bottle, it's got quite a nice display. I quite like this. It reminds me of an Azzaro, like the most wanted kind of bottles that are almost like a bit like barrel of a gun. The cap is metal, clicks very nicely into place. Atomizer is good. I'll just get it so you can see. Yeah. Lovely. So this is an extrait de parfum to start off with. So that means it's at least 40% oils. It's very, very, very high in its concentration, which is a good thing. So the longevity on this is quite good. Like normal, let me run you through the notes. I will put them up on the screen as well. So at the top, you've got orange, mint, citron, grapefruit, blackcurrant, and coriander. Then in the mid, you've got apricot, basil, violet leaf, and rose. And then in the base, you've got fig, ambrette, amberwood, and dates. Now, at its core, this is really, really, really fruity. Now, it's supposedly a clone or an inspired by version of Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill. Now, I haven't actually smelt that fragrance, so I can't attest to how close it is or if it smells like it because I just don't know. So I'll base this on how this one smells and this one smells alone. Now, it is incredibly fruity and it is incredibly punchy. So that kind of orange from the top, that citron, that lemon kind of ness about it, and the mint really come through very, very strong right from the off. So it's very, very fruity. It's a loud, fruity fragrance, with obviously a little bit of a minty freshness running through that. That's how it opens. It stays like that quite a lot. Throughout the mids, those kind of top levels stay very similar to that. The apricot you can smell, there's a little bit of a kind of sweetness from the apricot that comes through, which stays most of the way through the lifespan of this fragrance. So it's fresh, fruity, minty, a little bit sweet. The fig is a little bit stickier, so again, that kind of adds to that sweetness, which doesn't start to come in until it settles. So about kind of an hour or so into this is when it starts to sweeten a little, but it always keeps that kind of freshness, that mintiness, that blueness, and that citron. It stays that way most of the way through. As I said, it is an extrait de parfum, so it's a very high concentration. Performance on this one is a good 8 hours to 10 hours on skin in terms of its longevity. Projection is about arm's length, so decent amount of projection. Very strong fragrance. You don't need to go too heavy on the sprays on this. 3 or 4 is more than enough. In fact, you could probably get away with just a couple, to be honest. But great for the summer. You can wear it obviously all year round. Like I've always said, you wear it when you feel most comfortable, but for summer, this is great. It's going to stay on your skin in the high heat. It's not going to burn off because of that high level of oil that it's got. So price point on this, fantastic. In the UK, you can pick this up for around £30. This is very much kind of in that affordable range, Middle Eastern house, Afnan, and they make very, very high quality. This doesn't smell synthetic at all. It actually smells very high end. And if I didn't know better, I would think this was an £80 to £100 fragrance, but it's not. You can pick this up for £30. So absolute bargain, perfect for the summer, and a lovely fragrance. I hope you enjoyed this review. Any questions on this fragrance, please feel free to drop them in the comments. As always, I'll do my best to answer, and I will catch you on the next one. Enjoy your day. Take care.